Hello, everybody, and good morning, Eric. Happy breakfast. This is the Cool and Common Stream. My name is Chris. Welcome to my little channel here on YouTube. Today, I am going to recap comics that were for sale on the August 29th, 2025 show. For sale on Whatnot. Please feel free to come and join me on Whatnot. Like and subscribe here. But definitely come check out Whatnot. I'll put the links in the description section. Come on by. It doesn't cost anything to join. And if you love comics like I do, and I know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, it's definitely worth at least a browse. It is definitely worth your time to check out Whatnot, whether you're a seller or a buyer. It's just a lot of fun. And there is literally every and any comic book you're looking for is sitting there on Whatnot. So, all right. So all that being said, enough of the commercial. Let's get going with some cool comics. I'm going to start it up hot off the press with some Conan. I know Eric's digging that, right? I know. I know you're shaking your head right now. All right, let's do it. We've got Conan the Barbarian. All right, we've got Marvel. So in this show on the 29th, I pulled all the Conan that is Marvel related. I do have about 2/3 of a short box of Dark Horse Conan that I will be bringing to a future show. So just another reason to come on by, join me on Whatnot. Okay, Conan the Barbarian, number 235, number 236. I love that these are all later issues in the series. 237, 238. Okay, that's the last of the 230s. Then we're going to jump into the 240s. Conan the Barbarian, 242, newsstand, Jim Lee cover. Love that cover. Conan 242. Conan 244. Up next, 246. 247. Love this cover. 248. 249. 251. 255. 257. 259. 260. 261. We're really getting up there now. Conan the Barbarian, 262. 263. 264. 266. 267. And the last two, 271 and 272. Okay, that's it for the Marvel run of Conan the Barbarian. But wait, there's more Conan coming. All right, we've got some Conan sets here. Not all of these are complete. You know, I love to make complete sets, but we do have one. Conan the Barbarian, Lord of the Spiders. Book 1 of 3. Book 2 of 3, and Book 3 of 3. That is a complete set, Conan, Lord of the Spiders. I have Conan the Usurper, Part 1. Conan the Usurper, Part 2. And that is it. I haven't checked to see if that's a 2-issue or a 3-issue series. Conan the Barbarian, Flame and the Fiend, book number 1 of 3. Flame and the Fiend, book number 2 of 3. No number 3, though. Just 1 and 2. I do have a spare Conan the Barbarian, Lord of the Spiders, Part 1. We've got Conan the Barbarian, River of Blood, 3-issue series. I've got book number 2 and book number 3. So 2 and 3 in that 3-issue series. And then Conan 3-issue miniseries, Death Covered in Gold. I've got part 1. And I've got part 3. Next, we've got Conan the Barbarian, Return of Storm, or Sturm, part 1 of 3. Only part 1. Then we've got Conan versus Rune. Another one. Conan Face to Face with Rune. And last on the Conan, Serpent War. Okay, continuing on with more comics from the August 29th Whatnot show. Here we go. We still have a little bit more Conan. So, we've got some of the Conan classics, reprints of early Conan. Books that might be a little bit out of price range, but always nice to get them on the back end, right? Conan Classics number 2, Conan Classics number 4, Conan Classics number 5, ooh, the Tigress, and Conan Classics number 8. All right, then we got a little bit more of some other Conan. We've got the Marvel newer series, book number 1. I've got a True Believers, Resurrection, True Believers number 1, Resurrection, Conan versus the Man of Iron. Not Iron Man, the Man of Iron. Although, look at this. What did they do? They used the Iron Man font on Man of Iron. I think that's cheating. I think that's cheating. False advertising. All right, here we go. Conan Into the Arena. This one's a nice, heavier duty book. It's got the cardstock cover. It's got the glossy magazine style pages, more of a premium format. Conan Into the Arena. That is book number 2. And I've even got some Ablaze comics. People of the Black Circle. Uncensored Conan. Little Conan the Adventurer, number 3. And Conan the Adventurer, number 4. All Marvel. Alright. That takes care of the Conan now. Now we really are done with the Conan. Alright. Next, we're going to hit some Dark Horse. I've got a nice handful of Dark Horse comics. We'll start it up with Lone Wolf 2100. I'm a big fan of Lone Wolf and Cub. I love the movies. I love the manga. And here's a nice interpretation of it. Lone Wolf 2100. We've got some Star Wars hiding in here. Dark Horse, Star Wars Invasion number 5. Star Wars Legacy number 41. Here we go. Hold on to your horses. Your dark horses. Predator number 3. Dark Horse Comics, Predator number 3. More Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Love that video game. Love it. Knights of the Old Republic number 46. Star Wars Invasion number 4. Quick Right Turn, or Left Turn, I suppose. Dark Horse Comics number 1 of 4. The Hogs of Horder. Always great to see some Sergio stuff. We've got the Neil Gaiman series, Norse Mythology. I've actually got the book. The book is real nice. And the comic book interpretation is also very well done. Very well done. This is Norse Mythology, book 5, book 6. I just finished watching Neil Gaiman's Sandman season 2, which is the last season on Netflix. Strong recommend on that one. Very, very good. Very well done. Some more cool Sergio. You know Sergio from Mad Magazine. This is Dark Horse Actions Speak. Book number 1. Book number 2. Sergio, book number 3. And book number 4. Sergio, book number 5. I don't know if that's the whole series or not. Oh, no, wait a minute. There you go. 5 of 6. So we got 5 out of the 6 issues of Sergio Aragonés, Actions Speak. Not bad. Got a little TMNT, 2020 Annual, IDW. The Orville. Yes, the Orville TV show did have a comic book, believe it or not. Here it is. That is Dark Horse book number 3, The Orville. We've got the Orville book 1 and book 2. So launch day, book 1 and 2, part 1 and 2 of the story. Issue number 1, issue number 2, issue number 3. Back to some more Star Wars. Another Knights of the Old Republic, number 45. We've got a Dark Horse Star Wars Clone Wars, number 9. Star Wars Invasion, the 0 issue. Here's another hold on to your horses. Aliens, the Earth War, book 3 of 4. Aliens Resistance, issue number 2. Aliens Dust to Dust, book number 1 in a 4-issue series. Mix it up again with Star Wars. What a great cover this is. Star Wars number 1, Darth Maul Death Sentence. You can't keep a bad Sith down. I actually like the way they brought him back in the cartoon series. Star Wars number 4. This is Blood Ties. Boba Fett is dead. It's Fett's Revenge. So Star Wars, book 4, Fett's Revenge. And little Frank Miller here. Little Frank Miller, classic. Before he kind of, well, I'll keep my comments to myself about his current art. But art is art, so you say what you want about it. But this is classic Frank Miller. Dave Givens, Martha Washington Goes to War. Issue 3 of 5. Issue 2 of 5. And the classic cover, issue 1 of 5. So that's 3 out of the 5 issues there. Out of nowhere, I'm going to say Godzilla who? It's Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, book number 1 in the 4-issue limited series Gamera versus Gaius. And a little bit more Dark Horse. We got Dark Horse Presents, number 33. Nice one. And a little bit more Frank Miller for you. Sin City Big Fat Kill, issue number 1. It's a 5-issue limited series, book 1. And then, how did this one get here? On the other show, we had Violator number 2. There is Violator number 1 image. All right, that should not be in the Dark Horse pile. All right, but I'm going to keep it in that box. We'll keep it all together. All right, Violator number 1. Up next, what do we got? Oh, some fun stuff. All right. I don't have too many of these, but these were a little more interesting, let's say. Archie, issue number 400. Okay, love the milestone issues. 3, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let me just get these in order. Okay, so that's milestone issue number 400. Then we've got, check this out, with Archie number 600, they did a 6-part story. All right, starting with 600, Archie marries Veronica. Issue number 1, the proposal. Issue 2, the wedding. That's book number 601. Book number 602, it's twins. They have twins. Whew. All right, but then, alternate reality and timeline, issue number 603, Archie marries Betty. Archie marries Betty, the wedding. And then, Archie marries Betty happily ever after. Look, they had twins too. Archie with the strong swimmers of Archie. I do have an extra number 3. All right, so that's Archie Comics. But then we've got Aftershock. I love some of the Aftershock stuff. This is Miskatonic, number 1. Get it? Miskatonic, female detective, Cult of Cthulhu, kind of edgy, kind of paranormal X-Files kind of researcher. Well, she's a police officer, so there you go. All right, Almost American. What was the name of that show? Tell me in the comments. What was the name of that show? Was it The Last Americans? The show where Russian spies lived in America like your next door neighbors, right? It was an FX show, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm just blanking on the name. Almost American, Aftershock, issue number 1. Inspired by the true story of husband and wife Russian spies who typically wouldn't live long enough to tell such a tale. Okay, that's our Aftershock. We've got some Zenoscope. Escape from Wonderland number 2. Grimm Fairy Tales number 4. And Boom Studios Dune House Atreides. Hold on a second. That's the Zenoscope. Dune House Atreides number 2. Dune House Atreides number 3 and number 4. So that's 2, 3, and 4 of Dune House Atreides. I got some really cool Valiant. Nice little independent run here. This is the Valiant Vision starter set. I've got 2 of them. I think they're both sealed. They both include 3D glasses, the comic, and there's a poster inside. Okay? Valiant starter set, 3D, issue number 1. And then we got some Bloodshot yearbook. I've been taking a closer look at that Vin Diesel movie, the Bloodshot movie. It just doesn't, I don't know, just doesn't do it for me. Bloodshot, The Last Stand. All right, that's a one-shot special. Bloodshot, issue 51. A few of those. Bloodshot number 50. 49, 49, 48, 47, and 46. And then out of nowhere, I've got one Malibu. It is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, issue number 7. Okay, a little bit more independent here. Just all kinds of fun stuff. Here we go. Rapid fire. Gold Digger number 8, the tech manual. Gold Digger Swimsuit Edition, number 18, for fans, by fans. Fan art in there, fan fiction art. Gold Digger Annual, number 15. Gold Digger Tiffany and Charlotte, number 3. Then, Sharp Left Turn. Apple Comics, Vietnam Journal, number 10. Apple Comics Vietnam Journal, number 11. POWs since World War II, A Dirty Secret, A Journalist Report, see page 29. Another sharp left turn, Quantum Woody. Quantum Woody, the world's worst superhero team. Looks like they tried using a little bit of computer graphics here in this issue as well. Very interesting. Issue number 1. It might be the last issue. It's the first issue. It may also be the last issue. Quantum and Woody. Ace Comic presents The Art of Lou Fine. That's a little something something right there. We've got some Miracle Man, number 4. X-Files Season 1. Nice one. Squeeze. Nice thick book. Counselors of the Macabre. Exhibit Press. This is Wolf and Bird, Counselors of the Macabre, number 5. Number 6. Then we got some cool Barry Windsor Smith here. Malibu Comics. Rune, number 3. We've got Rune, number 1. Tribe. Johnson Stroman. Exo Man of War, the 0 issue wraparound gel coat cover. Some mature Viz comics. Silent Mobius, number 6. I got a few of those. This is really cool. I really like this. I'm tempted to keep it, but it's out here now. So, Edgar Allan Poe's The Black Cat, graphic adaptation. Power Pop Comics. Very cool. This one you don't see too often. Fleetway Quality Comics, Judge Dredd. Bisley's Dark Knits versus Psycho Bikers. Check it out. Check it out. Fleetway Dredd. Awesome Comics. Image. SFX, Rob Liefeld cover. Again, dude, not for nothing. I know it's a stereotype with him, but he can't draw feet, so he draws crazy boot shoes with claws on them. Oh, all right. All right. Majestic Entertainment preview catalog. Turok, number 1. Love the blade on that. Real nice. Celebrate Diversity. We've got Celebrate Diversity. And so that's the promo for this issue. Strangers in Paradise, number 10. Same cover, 2 different books. We've got some background books here too. Arena Magazine, number 5 from November 1992. Image Comics Tribe by Larry Stroman and Todd Johnson. Image trading card inserted. There it is. Steel Pulse. Image Comics Tribe. Well, wasn't that back here? It sure was. It sure was. It sure was. Where's the Tribe? Where's the Tribe? It was back there. Or was it in the last batch? No, it was in this one, wasn't it? I thought it was. Well, I know it is. So yeah, so that Tribe would go nice with the with that magazine, doing the background stuff. There it is. There it is. I knew it was in here. Tribe. Bam. Keep those 2 together. Out of nowhere, Blade Runner Origins number 2, Peach Momoko cover. Peach Momoko, Blade Runner Origins. Hot book. AC Comics, Shade and Tara. It's Americomics from 1983. Love this independent stuff. All right. IDW, Star Trek Romulan's Schism, book number 3. Book number 2. IDW Star Trek The Mirror War, the 0 issue. Star Trek Year 5, IDW, book number 24. Gold Digger, number 111. Gold Digger, Peebo Tales, number 6. Comic Book Artists, Special Edition. Love this stuff. All the background stuff. Superman versus Muhammad Ali on the back. Look at that. All the different art, drafts, all the behind-the-scenes stuff, interviews, Jack Kirby Super World. What the hell was he thinking? Fears of a Go-Go Girl. Oh my gosh. There you go. And a little bit more Sergio Aragones. Funnies, number 3. Bongo Comics. Little Warp Graphics. ElfQuest, New Blood, number 14, number 15. But wait, there's a little bit more left. We're not done yet. All right, here we go. Apple Comics, another one of the War Comics series, High Shining Brass, the true story of an American spy in Vietnam, book number 3. You may notice on the other issues as well, there's the POW MIA logo, top right corner. And there you go. Got actual photos from back in the day. Nice one, black and white comic. All right. Kitchen Sink Comics, Bernie Wrightson, Captain Stern, issue number 1 of 5. I do actually have the whole complete set. I just won an auction of Bernie Wrightson art comics, and I've got a lot of his Frankenstein stuff, and mixed in there was a complete set of Captain Stern. Jack Kirby's Secret City Saga. If you are interested in the complete set, let me know. I can dig it out. Jack Kirby's Secret City Saga. All right, that is the 0 issue. Double Impact, Helena. A Double Impact, bam, hello. High Impact, Jazz, number 2. Sharp Left Turn, Gladstone's Uncle Scrooge Adventures, number 14. All right, if you've ever been to a comic book convention, I've got a 3-volume set called Convention Confessional. And it's a story by a comic book artist about his life for a little while, traveling from comic book convention to comic book convention and all the hijinks and behind-the-scenes stuff. It's by Rob Riley, and he has signed book number 3, signed book number 2, signed book number 1. We've got the America Strike Force by Comico, the number 1 issue, August 1992. We've got Sergio Aragones again. This is the Mighty Magnor book 1. I've shown this before on the stream. This is the first ever comic book pop-up cover. This is bagged. It's still in the original bag, so I can't show it on this one here. But when you flip the cover up and open it, it's literally a 3D pop-up, just like a Hallmark card might be, you know, one of those fancy schmancy Hallmark cards, or a pop-up book. This is a pop-up comic book cover. Crazy. I don't know how much, I can't imagine how much it must have cost them to manufacture that and send it out, but they did. And it's the Mighty Magnor number 1. We've got Paradigm by Gauntlet Comics, number 1. Oh, here's some cool stuff. Check this out now. Now we're getting into the last little bit. Personality Comics, the original crew, the biography of Leonard Nimoy, an illustrated biography. I have a signed Mark Leonard that I sold at a comic show within the last 6 months. This is the one for Leonard Nimoy, not signed. Heavy Metal. Great movie. Love that movie. Heavy Metal Elements. Tarna the Cosmic Gardener by David Irwin, Matthew Medley. Art by Butch Guiche. It's a one-shot. Heavy metal one-shot. Speaking of shot, Gun Honey, number 3, Titan Comics. Got some adult comics available as well. There's Skimmadar for adults only. It's issue number 4. Issue number 3. Issue number 4. Book 3. Yeah, this is a different set. But issue number 4. Issue number 4. And then here come the complete sets. All right. Complete sets. Transformers, Devastation, 6-issue series complete. IDW. Transformers official movie sequel. I believe that's another 6-issue set. Complete. 5-issue set. Complete. More G.I. Joe Transformers Series 2, issue number 1. And then we got some DW Transformers G.I. Joe. Man, this IP went everywhere. Everywhere. More DW Transformers G.I. Joe. And that is issue number 1. And Transformers